Vanakkam, Namaste, Swagatam. Next gen inviting formula. This is one of my favorite topic. So without any delay, let us get into the topic. Child, we are going to understand about the uniqueness of a baby or a child. Wants and needs, where we are going to discuss about whether we need to have a child or not, whether it is a need or whether it is want. What? Child. And in the third category, in the name of beauty, we are going to discuss what a child can bring to a family. By having a child in our house, what all the things will happen in our family. And then the dimensions are related to the different things we need to discuss about child, like when we need to have a child, how many children we need to have, what should be the gap, XYZ, all data and information related stuff. And the last one is preparation. As a father and a mother, what are all the things you need to do much ahead of becoming parent. So this is what we are going to see in next gen inviting formula. Let us get into the first video. I remember my teacher in one of his class said me this: Shankar, there are two things by seeing which you won't get bored. What is that? And I said, is it only for me? And he said, no, it is for every human being almost. Everybody will not get bored when they are next to these two. What are they? And one is elephant, because elephant continuously moves and entertains people. And the second one, you know what it is, right? Yes, child. So children are completely a different species altogether. And we are talking about human children, and for good extreme, we can take all baby animals, birds, everything for that matter. But human child is completely a different category altogether because of the intelligence and innocence. So let us discuss one by one. And here I am going to give you 3 valid reasons why a child is unique. The first thing is, every child is an alien. And alien, I mean, which are not like human beings, which are not like any creatures in this world at all. They are completely different. For example, let us take few samples. They don't belong to this world because they don't follow or they don't have any of the things which that species will have. We get tired, children don't get tired. We see people based on their color, based on the dress, based on the way they talk, and children can't do. Children can't even differentiate black and white. For them, everything is colorful. The second thing is, child is a catalyst. You know what is catalyst? In chemistry class you might have learnt. By adding that one ingredient into the 2 things or 3 things or many things which are already working on, the catalyst will speed up the entire process, right? And here what I mean, child is a catalyst, is child can completely change everything. Before child's presence and after child's presence, this will work very, very differently. And this doesn't work with the only family. Anywhere, you just go in a bus. Imagine in the seat in front of you there is a child, and the child just stood on the seat and turned towards you and look at you. Can you be the same person again? No, right? Imagine there is a 40-year-old man looking at you. You will get surprised. You will get angry. You will get annoyed. But imagine there is a 1.5-year-old, 2-year-old child, holding the bar and looking at your face. You will become a child. Even a arrogant person, egoistic person can't be the same in front of a child, because babies are from a different world. And there is one more beautiful thing why we all get influenced by the child's presence. That is, the child is always alive. Always alive. Always alive. You can never see a child bored. You can never see a child irritated. And when I say child, I mean a child which is not yet transformed into a human being. The child which speaks is not a child anymore. I am talking about the newly born babies and about to crawl or walk or just started walking age, where the life is more. They walk around, run around, laugh for no reason, You make any stupid noise, for them it will be a very big entertainment of the world, right? So that kind of a child I mean. And those children are very very alive. I have seen so many people, those who are zombies, walking zombies. Yeah, zombies are real. It's not only in the big screen, but also in real life we have zombies, and all the zombies are in the regular working profession. Why? Because they are bored with what they do, and just for that paper, that money, they go and work, and there is no life in them. And whenever the Monday comes, they hung their head and they feel very very upset for their life. And whenever the Friday evening comes, they feel like my life is going to have a small break, right? So all those people are zombies for me. And here is a child who is not a zombie, and this child is everybody's child. Even you were this kind of a person who are very very alive. Anybody who's walking around you will love to talk to you, play with you, or even at least look at you for a moment. But today, when we stand in the road corner, who will look at us? Who will get happiness by seeing us? Nobody, right? Because somewhere we missed the track, somewhere we missed the opportunity of not being a human being. But luckily the child is still not a human being, therefore the child is more alive. So we are going to discuss in detail. And for this word, liveliness, the life education is all about having that life back with full awareness. A child is also aware, a child is also alive, but the child is not alive knowingly. Always the child wants to grow up. That is why the child imitates to walk, imitates to talk, and child wants to behave like a grown up and starts to want to wear big chappals and shoes. But unfortunately, the child loses its innocence or liveliness without even knowing, right? So we as a human being, our purpose is to knowingly being a child, and not childish but childlike. So that's the purpose of life education also, in a bigger sense. And during parenting, and also as a part of next gen inviting formula, there is a separate segment where we need to have a child in the home so that we can change and improve our own self. It is not that I am here to teach the child. No, it is that I am going to utilize the child's presence and I am going to change and improve myself. So that should be the attitude as a parent for us. But before going there, let us see the second perspective. Other than alien, what is it? The second dimension is creator. Child is a creator. What will child create? Child creates so many things, and we have a separate segment on beauty where we are going to discuss those. But just to highlight few, child brings hope to the family. Just by seeing the child, anybody will have a hope in life that I will do this, I will achieve this, I will change myself for the child's sake, for the child's sake. So definitely, child is a hope creator. And the second dimension of a child is child gives more worthiness to our life. Child fulfills the purpose of our life. There are so many parents, those who are struggling day and night in unhappy work life, but still when they reach home and see the child's face, their face glows, because for that child they are ready to sacrifice their whole passion and happiness, and they are ready to struggle and make that one child happy. So child gives the purpose of life also. Even for a person who is without hands or legs or even any disability in sensory organ, the purpose of life is child. We have seen in many circumstances that child is the reason for their life. So that is also one thing which a child can bring. And the most beautiful thing is smile. As I told already, whenever, wherever anybody sees a child, their face can't be the same. You may be having so many thoughts in your head about exams, about deadlines, about some quarrel in home, or some ugly comment of somebody in FB, whatever it could be. Suddenly when there is a child very close by, your face will change. You will be in the present. The child will bring you back and your face will have a smile. So that is what a child can create. Let me open so that you can understand. The third one, child is a teacher. This is what I was telling, right? Child teaches us three things. What are they? There are many things, obviously, but one thing I want to say is value of present. The child is always in the present. Child can't think about the past, last janma, how I was, or even, yesterday that food was better than this. No, child won't say. Child will be in the present. Child will not even know that the salt is there or not. Child will eat whatever you give because the child is in that right moment. Many a times you might have seen a broken doll, a headless, dog. That kind of a toy also can, stay with the child for so long that the child will not get bored at all, because the child is in the present. The child doesn't come to a conclusion that I am having this doll for so many days, therefore now I need to quit this doll and get into a new doll. No, child is always in the present. This moment, the child, doll, that's all. You give a piece of paper for the child, 100 rupee note and a piece of paper is same. Why? Because at that moment I want something to play with. That's all. Moment. That is what is the secret of a child. The second thing what we can learn from a child is value of sleep. If you have not seen a child sleeping, I really request you to go and at least to talk to someone who has a child. The child sleeps in such a way that by seeing the child you feel sleepy. They will lift the child, they will keep the child anywhere, the child will sleep. Dead silence, the child will sleep. Sometimes in the daytime the child may not sleep. If you touch, the child will wake up or cry. But the real sleep, when it happens, child sleeps for more than 18 hours, 19 hours a day. So there are few durations where the deep sleep happens, the real child sleep happens. All other time is just charging time. But the real sleeping time happens for 8 hours, 5 hours, and when that time happens, the child is almost in a trance. And by seeing that child, the condition of the body, you will feel the complete relaxation. Every muscle of the body will be in sleep. And literally, we need to sleep like that. That is why they say, you should sleep like a child, because the child sleeps in the most beautiful way. Third thing what a child can teach is love. You all agree, right? So this is what a child is, and that is what we are going to explore now. You might have seen some naughty kids here and there, and because of which you might have come to a conclusion that no, child responsibility is too much, I am not matured enough to do that, so let us postpone. But understand the other side of the children also. Don't get any prejudice and come to any conclusion before completing this program. And I highly recommend you to watch all these videos in the sequence so that you will get to the essence. Okay. So let me stop here. We will go to the next dimension of next gen inviting formula in the next video. I hope you liked it. Please comment below what do you feel. Thank you.